My name's Aaron. Welcome back to my channel. How are you? I'm fantastic and I'm doing really well. And today I am reviewing Supreme Bouquet by Yves Saint Laurent. This is a brick of a bottle. £245 for 125ml. This is an ambery floral perfume from the Oriental collection. Oriental perfumes are my most favorite of all of them. Discover Supreme Bouquet perfume and escape to Yves Saint Laurent something garden filled with scented flowers, dressed in vibrant blues and purples, an opulent scent entwined with tuberose and ylang-ylang, much like a floral print. Fantastic. Do we have our bottles of Supreme Bouquet? Are we engaged with the high self? Let's get testing. Supreme Bouquet reminds me of, there was an English program with this mad woman called Hyacinth Bouquet.
B-U-C-K-E-T Bouquet.
And her name was Hyacinth Bucket. It was crazy 90s British humour, so Bouquet just reminds me of that. So this absolutely is a eau de parfum because you can see it leaves like a residue. The atomizer is mad actually. Yeah, you can just tell it's got like a sheen on the skin. Magnetic cap, and it twists round. When I was first designing my packaging, I went off to quite a few different companies. I remember having a meeting with this company. I was just playing with the magnetic cap. I totally tuned out what they were saying because I was like looking at the cap and like it was twisting round and all the rest of it. Yeah, it's a bit like mesmerizing. So I love magnetic caps. Strong, sweet, floral, based upon modern perfumery. Hedione to give that lift and sort of slight floral. You absolutely would build this around Hedione. Benzoyl salicylate gives that clean floral top note. Benzoyl salicylate is used in floral chords. Sweet. So this, interestingly, at the core, has got that DNA that people love. And I've noticed this in this reviews that people love vanillin, ethyl vanillin, aldehyde C18, which is, I think, the coconut or the peach one. And then gamma-galactone, the lactone of the peach. So it's peachy. And then it has heliotropin. And heliotropin is the precursor to MDMA, and it's a really nice smell. It smells of like bitter almonds, very nice. And this is the core to this. This is sweet, clean, fruity, and floral. Radiant, sweet, soft, powdery, not particularly musk heavy. Musk heavy fragrances tend to smell heavier, flatter. They can do. This doesn't. This is like light, airy, aquatic, sweet, floral. I imagine that this is really well light because it has that sweetness to it. And those sort of notes, gamma-galactone, C18, vanillin, heliotropin, it's quite an addictive smell. I've noticed that the best-selling sort of Oriental fragrances tend to smell like this, have that sweetness to it. With sort of floral formulations and Oriental floral formulations, you tend to choose your naturals. They're really key to this. Actually, they can throw out a formulation. You know, you kind of don't want some citruses in this. So this is the mandarin to give that sort of like a woody citrus to it. Mandarin's more woody. I sort of think it's a citrus. It has a woody note to it. Lemon to give elevation. And ylang-ylang, I love ylang-ylang. Ylang-ylang can make things smell narcotic, or they can be built within an accord to smell like sort of the tuberose or the sort of floral notes. That's how you build a chord. This is skilled perfumery, someone who's really knows what they're doing. Accord making is all sort of what, if you're designing perfume, really what you should be concentrating on, designing a fruit accord, because this is like a fruit floral accord. On to my final thoughts. I think it smells like classic Yves Saint Laurent. Obviously for people like floral fragrances, this smells older. It doesn't smell particularly youthful. So I think 30, 40 up. Signature fragrance. Lots of sillage, just really clean, fresh, fruity smelling. Doesn't smell particularly floral. You know, it doesn't smell like it's sort of smashing in the face with rose. It just smells like sort of more fruity floral. The elevation is awesome, actually, radiating off my skin. And that's the way it's been built with the sort of the cashmere and the benzoyl salicylate. They can give sort of really good elevations. The elevation in this is awesome. Safe, legal, compliant, absolutely. This is a really massive house. They would not put out anything there which is not safe for you to wear, which I think is awesome. I really appreciate that when a company is professional. Smells like Yves Saint Laurent, you know, the demographic and their sort of their customer base, absolutely. I think this is more female leaning because it has that sort of sweet floral thing, but I think men could wear this as well, but I think it is sort of slightly more unisex to female. Do I like it? I wouldn't wear this, and I love Orientals, and I'll tell you why. It's not based out enough. It's sort of top heavy, and it doesn't have lots of like patchouli and glasswood and all that kind of stuff. I would have loved a bit more of darkness to it. You know, I think within perfume, I like to see fragrances that are really well balanced. They have light and shade within a formulation and gives a story. This is just a beautiful, light and airy, sweet floral fragrance. Benzoyl salicylate gives that clean washing feel as well. So this smells like really, really posh fabric conditioner in a fine fragrance, obviously. I love fabric conditioner. I think there's something very beautiful about clean, fresh clothes. And it does have that sort of feel to it as well, which is really wearable. This, I think, is the signature fragrance. I think could be worn all occasions. It's light enough to be worn in the summer and heavy enough, because the way it's been constructed, to be worn in the winter as well. Slightly older, mature, professional. This is a professional scent. I imagine this is really good for dressing up in a suit and tailored and going to a boardroom. That's kind of what I think it is. Not particularly offensive at all. Very wearable. I'm gonna mark an 8 out of 10. It is just not for me. It just smells too light and airy and sweet. But I kind of love it at the same time. You know, I can appreciate it, but not wear it at all. So love that review, thumbs up and subscribe for more fascinating, interesting content. Lots of moving hands and lots of fragrance reviews. Hope you're staying safe and well. See you soon.